Get ready for the smackdown. Get ready for the smackdown. How you gonna react when you're put in the back now? 'Cause there's no turning back when you're facing the smackdown.
Yeah, guys, it's a bonus fight, guys. Bonus fight. I usually do bonus fight, but I don't do same universe bonus fights or same universe fantasy fights. But this one was an exception. I thought it'd be cool. So we're taking Green Arrow from the Arrow series versus Batman from the Nolan trilogies. Yeah, so we got Green Arrow from Arrow versus Batman from the Nolan series, and this comes from Real A West Side NXT 33. Let's kick this off, shall we? Okay, we'll start off with Ollie from the Arrow series, played by Stephen Amell. Okay, Green Arrow in this series, his origin is pretty much the same. There are some differences that we see from the series, the time he spent on the island, things that happened to him on the island has pretty much changed him, and he's become more. When we first see him, he's more deadlier than the Green Arrow we have known from the comics. In a sense, he's willing to kill, things like that, until later on in this in season now that we've seen him, but his hand-to-hand combat skills are superb. He's in physical great shape. He trains like a horse. You saw him learn his tools of the trade in terms of being a bowman and marksman very well. He has not just the bow and arrow, but he has miniature arrows as well as projectile arrows he throws around. Like I said, his hand-to-hand combat trading is very much good. Close quarters, doesn't matter. He incorporates his bow into his fighting style very, very much, which I really enjoy. That it's just not there for just, I just shoot an arrow and then that's it. He actually incorporates it into his fight. Like he hooks somebody from the head and throws them around. He smacks them around, gets them off their balance, gets his opponent off his balance, and then he usually finishes them off with a kick or right hook or something like that. This Ollie is a lot different in a sense from the comic Ollie, and that's cool. But we see the people that taught him, and you can understand why he's that way, and things like that. So that's always cool to me about this Arrow, and he's still a force to be reckoned with, most definitely. Now we move on to the other guy in a sense. And we're talking about, Batman, of course, but this is the Batman from the Nolan trilogies. Once again, this is a request. This Batman was played by Christian Bale. And once again, a lot of the origin is pretty much the same in terms of how he became Batman, things like that. But there's also some things like who trained him. We see in the series, it was the League of Shadows and Ra's al Ghul and people like that trained him he gained his skills, even though he had some skills from the beginning, but they just really put more emphasis in the foundation of his training. And pretty much he would use a lot of the tools of the trade that, of course, the Batman from the comics would use, batarangs and things like that, but then there are a lot of other things he didn't. His fighting skills were okay in terms of, if you look at it from the movie perspective, it's like this guy's supposed to be trained very well, but it's kind of hard to see a lot of his fight scenes, and it looks more, it comes most of the time, for me personally, it looks more like he's just a street brawler if you look at it from a point of view. But this Bruce was a little bit headstrong and didn't think a lot at times, and we saw that through the Nolan trilogies a lot. So yeah, for that Batman, this was a little interesting. So we move on to the battle breakdown in a sense, and the thing is, okay, what would happen if these two counterparts to their comic counterparts met? What if Arrow, Green Arrow from the series, met Batman from the Nolan trilogies, and they fought? Now, depending on, now you're probably asking, which Arrow are we going to use? Are we using season 1 or season 2? I say season 2. Basically. So basically, how would this fight go? Okay, first of all, it'd be really interesting to see, because in a sense these two never met, but if they did fight each other, how would it go? Okay, this would be a very good close quarters fight in a sense, but to me, and just the perspective of watching the both sides, I see Ali being a better fighter than the movie version of Nolan's trilogy of Batman. Ali looks more, his moves are precise. He moves a little faster, and with Batman, like I said, he's more of a street brawler, and he throws a lot of telegraphed attacks in a sense. So for me, I'm going with Arrow. What do you guys decide? Arrow or Batman from the Nolan trilogies? And I hope you guys enjoyed this bonus fight. Show some love and respect to Relay West Side NXT 33. This was his creation. I'm just a guy that delivered it for him. And this was the bonus fight for Section 19. Still involved Batman, but just not the Batman from the comics. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys February 5th for Section 19.